It is my sincerest hope and most humble prayer that this conference, Bruised But Not Broken, has given you the tools and information needed for you or someone else that you may know to get help that is needed. I knew that putting my testimony out about being physically and mentally abused that I had lived through and was delivered from would set someone free. But honestly, I was still very much afraid to be transparent about what I had endured. And it was very scary for me because sometimes being open and honest, you leave yourself exposed to being judged, talked about, and shockingly enough, ridiculed and persecuted. But I prayed and I asked God to give me the strength, because surely if He had placed the vision in my spirit on March the 1st, 2015, standing in my kitchen getting ready for church, He would surely give me the strength, the resources, and the people that I would need to see this vision be manifested. If my story could just save one person, then my ordeal, the pain, and the shame that I lived and survived through would not be in vain. A lot of times with physical abuse, the scars go away and broken bones are healed, but the mental abuse stays with you long after the scars and bruises have faded. No matter how long you've stayed in that type of situation, you don't have to settle with another day of pain. It's not enough to believe in real love if you're going to settle for an imitation of it. I challenge you to fall madly in love with yourself first, and then trust God with all of the rest. I pray that I touch your heart more than I touch your mind. I desire for my life to leave an impression that encourages and uplifts others to do better and become better. I want someone to become whole because I chose to bare my soul. I pray that I can reach someone that feels like I once did, alone, scared, and ashamed. Don't feel like you can't talk to anyone, because you can and you must. Love is never supposed to hurt. I remember in 1996, I went to a concert at the Georgia Dome that had a seating capacity of over 70,000. And this particular concert was sold out. And an artist that I had loved dancing to her music and singing along to her songs had come on stage. And that night was the first time that I had really, truly listened to the words of the song. And although the fans were screaming and singing along with her, it seemed like it was just she and I in a room. And she was singing this song directly to me. It was a song, Happy. And the very first verse says, how can I love myself when I can't love myself enough? How can I love somebody else when I can't love myself enough to know when it's time to let go? It was at that very moment that I knew that what I was living with, going through, and enduring had to stop. And I was the one that had to end the insanity. And I also realized that God can and will use any situation to let you know that He is always with you. After all of the apologies and promises to never ever hit me or disrespect me again had come and gone time and time again, I realized that if He was capable of doing it once, then most likely it would happen again, and it did. I was lucky. No, actually, I was blessed, because many times people in this situation don't get an opportunity to walk or even run away. They end up dead. But I thank God that He saw fit that I did a little bruised, but not broken. So God bless you all.